Flame commandment! Fire pillar!
What's up everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood French Canadian, and today I'll show you how to make a fire mage build. I based this build on the character Ace from One Piece, and I'm also using a character mod that adds Ace's model from the One Piece fighting game to Elden Ring, instead of messing around on the creator character for hours. I know, I'm cheating, but whatever. So this build has no weapons. You heard me right. We'll be using a giant seal to cast our fire incantations and do some massive damage. Now the reason we're going to be using one of these in each hand is because dual wielding seals actually stacks the bonuses they give. So for the giant's seal one, it boosts fire monk's incantations that I'll put up on the screen, as well as all fire giant incantations. So it covers almost every flame incantation we'll be using in this build. So instead of a small 20% increase, we're looking at 40% increase for all those spells that I just showed on the screen. So the way you want to play this build is pretty easy. You pop Flame Grant Me Strength for some juicy damage, and you pop a flask with increased fire damage for even more damage if you're going against a boss. And then you simply burn everything to the ground, of course. I didn't think using a character that is a caster only would be easy, but it's actually really strong, and fire is very underrated in this game. Flame of the Fell God slowly moves towards the opponent and then it detonates, creating a big explosion. It can also knock them down, so you want to throw it out as soon as you start a fight. Now your best AoE incants are Flame Fall Upon Them and Burn O Flame, which actually shoots up enemies in the air if they're hit by a flame pillar, which is both badass and hilarious, and also very unfortunate for them. Fire's Deadly Sin is probably the most unique incantation we'll be using here. It sets the entire area around your character aflame, including your character, which means you'll be taking some fire dot damage from this, but at the same time, every enemy that comes too close to you will also be burning up. You can also use Flame Protect Me for fire protection from the magma worms, for example, or Flame Cleanse Me to get rid of that pesky scarlet rot. For the stats, we're looking at 45 vigor, 35 mind, and 30 endurance, because we'll be using a lot of FP. You know, as I said, this is a 100% caster build. We'll also be using some points in dexterity, so I put 20 here to be able to cast faster, and of course 80 faith, because faith is going to be our primary damage stat. Unlike fire affinity, fire incantations only scale off of faith. The seal has strength scaling as well, but it's a D at plus 25, while it's S tier in faith. So we don't need to actually spend points into strength, rather use those points for faster casting with dexterity. You want to choose either the prophet or the confessor class to make this build. Overall, it's a very high damage build with a lot of utility that's good both up close and long range as well. Now let's look at where to get everything we need to make this build. To get the giant seal, you need to go to the mountaintops of the giants, and then go to the giant conquering hero's grave. So I have a full guide on that conquering hero's grave, and I show you how to get through it super easily. I don't show you exactly where to get the giant seal, but basically when you're in the room with the troll, basically where the boss room door is, you want to drop down. There will be a big fire chongas there, and you'll be able to loot the seal from a body down there. Now let's look at the talismans I chose for this build. The Flock Canvas's talisman, which you can get at the very end of Millicent's questline once you're done doing everything in the Halictree area. You want to go back to Gary's shack, you talk to him. It's in Caled right here. Once you talk to him and exhaust his dialogue, you want to hit him, kill him, and you will get that talisman. For Radagon Icon, you want to go to Liurnia of the Lakes, to the debate parlor, and then you just take a right and then take another right, go over some railing, and you'll be able to find that talisman in a chest. For the Godfrey Icon, again, super easy to find. You want to go to the Altus Plateau right when you get off the lift. You want to make your way down here, and you want to fight the boss in the Golden Lineage Evergel, which will be Godfrey himself, and he'll drop that talisman once you beat him. And lastly, for the Fire Scorpion Charm, you want to go to the lower part of the Volcano Manor. So you want to take Seedwater River to get down here, and you'll find the Fire Scorpion Charm in Fort Lade. You'll have to fight a big fire chungus down here, but it's not too hard. Now for the fire spells, there's a lot to get through. And a few of them you can definitely just buy from Brother Corin or the Turtle Pope, but some of them you have to either defeat some bosses, and there's one where you actually have to solve one of the paintings. So let's go through them. So for Flame, you can buy it from Brother Corin or the Turtle Pope, and you need the Fire Monk's Prayer Book. For a Fire's Deadly Sin, that is one where you need to solve one of the paintings. Basically, if you don't know in this game, the paintings you find all have a riddle, and once you find that spot that the riddle is hinting towards, you will find like a ghost sitting on a chair. Once you approach it, it will drop you an item usually. So for this one specifically, you need to find the Flightless Bird painting at the Fortified Manor at the capital. So that's like the real world Roundtable Hold location, which is located in the capital. So basically it's right in here, there will be a site of grace here. And then you need to solve the painting. So you need to go to Windmill Heights, and the chair and the ghost will be right here at the very edge of it. For Burn O Flame, you actually need to defeat the fire giant and get this from his remembrance. For Flame of the Fell God, you need to fight Aiden, the Thief of Fire, at the Malefactor's Everjail here in Liurnia of the Lakes. So for Flame Fall Upon Them, you can buy this from Brother Corin or the Turtle Pope, again at the Church of the Vows. Once you get the Giant's Prayer Book, you need to go to the Guardian Garrison, which is located in the mountaintops of the Giants. For Flame Sling, this one is pretty easy. You can buy it at the start of the game from Brother Corin at Roundtable Hold. Giant's Flame, again, you can get this from Brother Corin once you get the Giant Prayer Book. So for the one that buffs you, Flame Grant Me Strength, you want to go to Caelid here at Fort Gale North, and the fort is right here. Basically, once you start on the side of Grace, you're gonna go up where the archer is, and you're gonna make your way at the side of the fort, and you'll find a spell between two flamethrowers. I really hope you enjoyed this build. If you want more Elden Ring content and more builds like this, there are plenty more on my channel. So have yourself a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon.